Hello everyone, before we get into today's video, please follow our socials: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Instagram and Twitter. Alright, thank you.
Friends are so important, it's unreal. It's actually the more important than some of your family. Right, everybody now, look at the people or think of the people you've actually spoken to for the past year, when you've all not been at school or work or whatever, and you're still talking to them, but yet when you go back to school, you see them people are like, oh, you're right, like nothing's changed. What does that tell you about them? What does that actually tell you about people? Well, look at us.
Like that.
All right, let's look at us then. We've been friends, what?
Since
Nursery?
I know.
And how old were we then? 2 or 3? Look, you know, we went through primary school, we were in different classes. We drifted a bit
Because of
his own groups. Yeah, well, we found. Are you allowed to say that?
Oh.
You'll have to cut that.
got that.
So, you know, we drifted a bit.
When we turned to high school, we kind of drifted apart a bit because, you know, you're meeting new friends, meeting new people.
Well, you went into your group, I went into my group, but then I found out my group were a terrible group. Oh no, I'll say it how it is. I don't care, me. I'll say it how it is. I got in with wrong crowd.
Well, we both kind of had the same thing in high school. We both kind of split up from friendship groups, and then we moved to other people, like better people. Like I moved to Liam.
Yeah, but then I went away, did my own thing for a couple of years, had my own stuff to deal with, and then that eventually brought me back to you, which is weird, isn't it? You know, it's weird that, because although me and you didn't really like chill with each other from about, I'd say from about year 6 to about
8.
No, not even that. I'd say about end of year 9, you know.
Mid-year 9, I'd say mid-year 9, because in English we'd talk to each other, obviously. That's where we had science.
Yeah, and we used to play on Xbox and that, but
yeah,
we never really stood with each other and that.
No, when it came to school,
we at school, that kind of deal.
Yeah, when it came to like school, we kind of had our own. This is such a terrible example, but it's like what they call cliques or whatever. Like you had your own
cliques.
I don't know. Like you
groups.
had your own, groups. Let's just say that we had our own groups, but outside of school, especially during lockdown, you and me got better
lockdown. I wonder why is that? Because lockdown
shows people's true colours, and I think everyone watching this can agree. Lockdown has showed people's true colours and who they actually are.
Well, we've said that before, haven't we? On other podcasts, you know, it shows you who are your friends and who aren't. Because look at the people. You know, I've spoke to Luke. We came up with this podcast. This has kept us busy and doing something. I spoke to my other friends. But I look at it and think, well, I talked to quite a few people in school, but then when lockdown happened, I bet I've properly spoken to.
Well, like 4 people.
No, probably about 6.
I don't know.
People. That's not. Don't get offended by that. That's just off the top of my head. Am I one of those
6 people?
That's off the top of my head.
Same with me. Well,
but I would say, yeah.
I wouldn't call it my friendship group, but I would hang around with them at school. And during lockdown, I'd talk to excluding you, because I didn't really talk to you then, but I'd talk to about 2, maybe 3 of those people, and I would bloody argue with one of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's important. My opinion. Not all of your family, not your immediate family, like your mum, your dad,
like
your brothers,
cousins.
sisters. Yeah, like just family you're not close with. They're more important than people like that. You know, that uncle that you see every Christmas but you don't see for the rest of the year. But your friends are way more important than him.
Yeah, you see
stick with your friends
more than you see members of your family.
Support your friends. Stick with them, look after them, and they'll look after you.
Yeah, you need to open your mind. Things like this will happen all the time. Don't let these little things change your mind. Please don't think that I'm not listening when you say how you're feeling. I know, yeah, I could see a side of it, and I know you're tired of this. Yeah, but you deserve better and you know it.